Hello, good fellas, and welcome back to Ask Tony Tuesday. How are you today, Tony?
Doing awesome. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks. Are you ready for the first question?
I am ready.
Okay, what is the difference between quartz and quartzite?
Okay. Well, quartz is a man-made product. Quartz is made up of, a good brand is made up of 85 to 93% quartz, the mineral, which is very hard and dense, sand for filler, pigment for color, and there's a resin that bonds it all together. So that's a man-made product. The more quartz to sand ratio, the better the product. A lot of times you'll see different fabricators offering a much cheaper price or a real cheap price. If that's the case, just be wary of those kind of deals, because that quartz to sand ratio then becomes this. So that non-porous material you thought you were getting, all of a sudden that with all the sand in there becomes a very porous countertop. So be careful of those great deals. They're usually not as great as you think they are. So that's quartz. Quartz, again, is a man-made product made to look like stone. Quartzite is a natural stone. Quartzite kind of has the geological makeup of both a granite and a marble. It's usually very dense, but some aren't. The whiter ones, there's stuff that looks like a white marble. There's a lot of Brazilian marbles that are sold as quartzites, but they're really kind of a marble. So they kind of be a little bit softer. You got to be careful with anything acidic. Lemon, lime, vinegar, something like that could etch it. True quartzites, or really dense quartzites, are actually harder than granite, and it takes a long time to cut. But again, you still have to be careful with anything acidic. But those will have more of a marble look. So quartz is a man-made product. Quartzite is a natural stone.
Ready for question 2?
I'm ready.
When is it necessary to use sealant, and what is the best sealant to use?
Okay. We usually seal everything that leaves the shop. But it's a good idea, it's like buying a car. You still do the oil change, you wash it, you still do the maintenance necessary. Granite countertops are the same. It's an investment. They're not cheap. A stone will only accept so much sealer. If you're sealing your stone every 6 months, you're basically wasting sealer. Stone's only going to accept so much sealer. It'll pretty much tell you if it needs to be sealed. If you see water beads on the surface of your countertop, you're good. If you see it gets absorbed, evaporates fairly quickly, you're probably still good. If you see it takes a little bit longer to evaporate, it's probably a good idea to seal it. You don't need to call us to seal it. You can go, we use a really good silicone-based sealer, which is the better sealer, but you have to have proper ventilation and stuff like that. But the stuff you can buy at Home Depot, Lowe's, or a lot of the big box stores, or even online, they're homeowner friendly. They're water-based sealers. You spray it on the Windex, or you wipe it on with a dry cloth, and you just let it set up a little bit, and then wipe it off. Wipe the excess off. But just like I said, the stone will tell you when it needs it. It's a good practice to do it. Just spray it on if you think it's, I haven't sealed it in a while and you want to just protect it. Spray it on. If you see it sitting on a surface, don't waste it. Don't bother putting any more on. If you see it gets absorbed, then seal the whole countertop, and you should be good to go for probably another year or so. But it always depends on the stone. Usually the whiter the stone is, the softer the stone. Your blacks, your grays, the tighter grain materials tend to be a lot denser, and they need a lot less sealer.
That is it for this episode of Ask Tony Tuesday. Thank you, Tony, for answering our questions.
My pleasure, as always.
We will see you guys next week, and we hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye. The intro song, though, that's my jam.